Neelina, alias Naina Devi, was the granddaughter of Sri Keshav Chandra Sen, a leading social reformer and a pillar of Brahmo Samaj in Bengal during the latter half of the 19th century. Her parents believed that education, including the knowledge of art, would help their children to become more able human beings, better equipped to fulfill their given role in life. The saints would, however, never have dreamt of a future for their daughter that included professional performance. A woman's role was believed to be that of a good wife and mother, one who would not only be an able and intelligent companion to her husband and a loving guide to her children, but also one who would be able to extend these qualities out into the world without compromising with her feminine nature. It was a vision that Nilina's parents had inherited from Keshav Chandra Sen, and one that inspired many in the early 20th century Bengal. And so, Nilina went to school, uncommon for girls for those days. First, she went to Loreto Convent, and then to the Victoria Institute in Kolkata. And she grew up in an atmosphere of prayer, music, dance, surrounded by the spirit of joy and laughter in this aristocratic Bengali family. Babul Mora Nayyar Chuto Hi Jaye. But still in her teens, she was married off into the royal family of Kapurthala, and with this, her studies in music came to a dead halt. There was no question of a princess singing, even for her own pleasure. However, there was music and mujras on festive occasions, to which she listened attentively from her zanana. Fortunately, her husband, Rajkumar Ripjeet Singh, understood and appreciated her great love of music. He encouraged Nilina to resume her music studies and later urged her to cut 4 discs for the Columbia Recording Company that had a studio in Lucknow. This was in 1948, a year before his premature death when Nilina was just 31 years old. The sudden stroke of fate broke her, a young widow, isolated, far away from her childhood home. Perhaps this was when awareness dawned that we belong nowhere, are related to no one. And out of this terrible emptiness perhaps also came the sureness that called her to sing again. She once said, "An artist can love no one, only his or her art." She had 300 acres of farm, which she gave away to the landers and dedicated her life to music for solace. In the thoughtful notes of Tumri, she found a vehicle for conveying her feelings, but was widely rebuked and criticized, not only by the members of the royal family, to which she now belonged, but also to the so-called respectable and the Puritans of the society. After all, Tumri was the music of Tabayabs. As she did not want to offend her family, she started singing incognito under the pseudonym Naina Devi. Bansiya bajaye, more jiya ko bhai. Bansiya bajaye, more jiya ko bhai. हंस हंस गरबा लगाए सपनों में श्याम संग काटी रैन सारी अब बैरन भोर जगाए. Naina Devi moved to Delhi in 1954, and it was here that she showed her class as a true connoisseur of performing arts. She started singing for All India Radio. As a singer of Tumri and Dadra, the gutsy crusader began to apprise people of the intense sensitivity and soulfulness of this genre of music and get its social recognition as a vulnerable art form. She herself realized that she could not make a great Kathak dancer, so she took up administration of Kathak. Till then, Kathak dance was languishing in Lucknow only. She, along with Nirmala Joshi and Sumitra Charatram, started cultivating and reviving dance in the capital. Later, she established her own institute, Rag Rang, with the view to cultivate music and musicians. Other founder members included Maharaja Yadvinder Singh of Patiala, Ustad Bade Ghulam Ali Khan, Ustad Vilayat Khan, Keshav Kothari, and others. Notwithstanding her aristocratic upbringing and princely background, Naina Devi welcomed on equal terms every artist, singer, dancer, sarangi player, tabla player, and professional singing girls, even from the courthouse. Naina Devi, who had continued on a long march through many worlds, who as a child sat on Gandhiji's lap and sang a revolutionary song to him, had dedicated her life to a form of music practiced and perfected by its cast-offs. was finally given Sangeet Kala Academy Award and Padma Shri for her outstanding contribution to the world of arts. She lived the way she wanted to. She went away the same way. She had gone out for dinner that evening at a small social gathering. She had a stroke and went into coma. That was it. As she had once written in one of her notes, dusk descends. The flowing river is at rest. Evening succeeds the morn, but my heart is still restless. The passing away of Naina Devi marked an end of an era of Thumri and ghazal singing in the country. Unease Young, the writer, had concluded in an obituary, all musicians were a family. She shared with them her heritage of music, willingly all her life, as she will continue even in death. Pilgrims like her do not die, they just turn into another passage. Celebrating 5th Padma Shri Naina Devi Inter-School Talent Contest in her memory. Thank you.